Looking for a great place for breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Try the Harbor Cove Cafe, located in the beautiful Ventura Harbor. This remarkable gem is locally owned and operated and serves a wide selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner favorites, plus a full espresso bar and delightful tropical libations mixed up by our own Dr. Shocker. Visit them online at harborcovecafe.net or give them a call at 805-658-1639. Harbor Cove Cafe, located at 1867 Spinnaker Drive in the Ventura Harbor. With their delicious food and amazing beverages, the Harbor Cove Cafe is Ventura County's hidden treasure. But now you know where to find it.
Rough Edge FM. Irritatingly irresistible internet radio at roughedgefm.com.
Now it's time for Backseat Mogul with R. Scott Bolton. He talks about showbiz because showbiz won't talk about him.
Showbiz is a cruel and shallow money trench, a long plastic hallway where thieves and pimps run free and good men die like dogs for no good reason. There's also a bad side.
This is the Backseat Mogul Show live here on Rough Edge FM. I am R. Scott Bolton. I am the Backseat Mogul, and this is the show where we talk about show business. And this week, apparently, our considerable lack of knowledge about it. Because Johnny and I are going to be going over our Oscar picks for this year, and I don't think either one of us did very well.
For you, that is probably a first.
Well, I think I did okay in the top 5 categories like I usually do, but we did all the categories this time.
Yep.
You really need to fix your microphone. It is nowhere where it's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It sounded like a little bit like a Godzilla yelp there. All right, so let's get right into it because we have to do a short show today because I got stuff to do. So let's dive into it quickly here. They're not in any order, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to just hunt and peck, but that's what we'll do. So the first award we've got here is Best Sound. So find Best Sound on our list here, Johnny. Best Sound, where there it is. It's on the third column.
Sound.
Okay. Got it?
Yep.
What was your choice, sir?
Maestro.
Mine was Oppenheimer. We can put an extra both of those. We were both wrong. The winner was The Zone of Interest. So starting off the thing with a nice failure there. The good news is the next one you're going to get right. And I'm kind of upset about it because I told you how to vote on this one. No, I didn't. I said I knew how you would vote, and you did. And that's Best Documentary Feature. What was your choice? It's right in the center.
No.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4 down in the middle
1,
column.
2, 3, 4.
This is going to be a fun
1,
show,
2,
folks.
3, 4. It says documentary. Okay.
What was your choice?
20 Days in Marypool.
Is it really?
That's what it says.
So you didn't take my advice. Interesting. My choice was 4 Daughters. We were both wrong again. It was The Last Repair Shop.
I don't even have that on that list. Under documentary feature.
Oh, Short Subject. Sorry, I got the wrong one. Where's Short Subject? It's the very last one. Oh, shit. He's probably going to get it right. Oh, sorry.
Documentary short.
Yes.
Yes, I took The Last Repair Shop.
Yeah, so Johnny got 1. Scott got 0. All right, sorry about that. It was documentary short. I was so excited. I thought maybe you screwed it up. But all right, so Best Documentary Feature is the next one. That was the one in the center.
Yes.
Again, apologies for that brief SH word. It slipped out.
Wait a minute. Beasley, how dare you?
Yeah, Beasley the rabbit did it, not me. So you found Best Documentary Feature.
Yes,
What do you have?
20 Days in Marypool.
Oh, man. I had 4 Daughters. The winner was 20 Days in Marypool. Woohoo! Johnny's up by 2. Scott 0.
I got to tell you, This is a first.
It's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Well, the thing is, whether I win or
You're not.
No, whether I win or not, this is really cool because it's 2-zip in my favor.
It's actually
It's
3.
never
It's
been
actually 3-zip. Because the next one is
wait, no.
best animated short film.
Animated.
Best animated short is third from the bottom at the very end.
Got it.
Your choice was?
War is Over, inspired by the music of John Lennon.
Mine was Letter to a Pig. John Lennon won.
Woohoo!
I've had just about enough of this now, so let's change this course. So I'm 0 for 4, and Johnny's 2 for 4, 3 for 4.
I am 3 for 4.
Wow, that's terrifying. All right,
that's a first.
up next we have best film editing. Best film editing is top right hand corner.
Oh, found it.
Okay, and your choice, sir?
Killers of the Flower Moon.
And my choice was Oppenheimer. The tide is turned. Oppenheimer won that award. And I've got 1 out of 5 now. 20%.
My decline is coming.
I think it is begun. Actually, there's a lot of surprises here. So next we have best makeup and hairstyling.
Got it.
Best makeup and hairstyling. Oh, it's right below it. What was your choice, sir?
I went with Oppenheimer.
And I went with Poor Things. You want to guess what one?
Society of the Snow.
Poor Things. That's right. Scott's got 2 now.
Yeah,
so I'm 50% of the way to Johnny. But we got a long way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Best production design, right below that one.
Okay.
This blew my mind. What was your choice, sir?
Again, I went with Killers of the Flower Moon.
And I went with Barbie. Poor Things won that. So
Wow.
I gets an X out there on that one. I was really surprised by that. I mean, Poor Things they had pretty good production design, but Barbie reset a world. I don't know. So I don't know. Best costume design. Best costume design is at the bottom of the center column.
Got it.
Best costume, your choice, sir?
Napoleon.
My choice was Poor Things. The winner was Poor Things. Scott got another circle.
Ooh, Scotty's 3.
It's kicking some butt now. All right. Best live action short film. Which is at the
Got it.
Where's it at? Oh, that's the
Second from the last on
Yes.
the third page.
Your choice, sir?
Third column. The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar.
My choice was The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. The Academy's choice was The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar.
Woo!
So we both got a circle on that one.
And I think the reason why we went the way we did was because we didn't know anything about him. We just picked.
Oh no, I knew World of Henry Sugar. That was a Wes Anderson movie.
Mm.
That's why I chose that one. But because I love Wes Anderson, his first Oscar, by the way. First time
for
Wes
him.
Anderson won an Oscar.
Congratulations.
Best adapted screenplay. That is on the top of the middle column.
Got it.
And your choice, sir?
Oppenheimer.
My choice was Oppenheimer. You can put an X through that one because the winner was American Fiction. And if we'd have thought about that, we probably would have got that right because it was literature. It's about an author. So it would make sense that writing would go to an author. The next one, of course, was the most important award of the night, and that was for Best Visual Effects. Best Visual Effects is on the right-hand column at the fourth from the bottom.
Got it.
Your choice?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Mine was Godzilla -1. Godzilla -1
Wow.
won the Oscar for Best Visual Effects.
Hey, big guy. Congratulations.
Godzilla's first Oscar in 70 years. Did you see that meme that was going around?
No.
It
Oh,
had,
yeah.
it had a picture of Godzilla and it said, his finally won his first Oscar after 70 years. Don't give up your dreams. That was awesome. I was so celebrating that win. I was
screwed up.
so
Hold
excited.
on. Hold on. I circled the wrong one.
No cheating.
No. I did. I circled the wrong one
Sure
because
you did.
it was right below. So I got to put an X through that one. Okay, go.
All right. So next on the list, we have Best Cinematography. Best Cinematography is in the...
I got it.
Yeah, bottom there.
Yep.
Your choice, sir?
Killers of the Flower Moon.
My choice? Oppenheimer. The winner?
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer's a great movie. If you folks haven't seen it, I highly recommend Oppenheimer for it.
I don't know if has shown at our corner theater yet, but I do want to see this movie.
I would imagine if it's not there now, it might be coming back very soon because they tend to celebrate. That's the sad thing about Godzilla -1. It won the Oscar for Best Visual Effects, but you can't see it anywhere because Godzilla Kong is coming out in a couple of weeks. and Toho, the Japanese company, has an agreement with the American company, which I think is Legacy, and they can't play a Godzilla movie within a certain number of weeks between each other, so they can't legally release it anywhere. So unfortunately, unless you have a link to the of an Academy Award winner, so you can watch it online, you can't see Godzilla -1 anywhere.
Now, -1 has shown here in the States. And
oh yeah, I saw it in IMAX, and it was freaking awesome.
Okay.
Anyway, next up we have Best Original Screenplay. Johnny, what was your choice there? It's in the lower left-hand corner.
The first column. Maestro.
And my choice was The Holdovers, and the winner was Anatomy of a Fall. So we can both put an X through that one. Not doing so great here, Johnny.
Yeah, I don't even remember what Anatomy of a Fall is about.
Look it up. All right, so next we have Best Original Score.
Got it.
And the Best Original Score, Johnny chose
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
And I chose Oppenheimer. I really wanted Indiana Jones to win because, John Williams is 92 and still the best scorer in the business. I chose Oppenheimer. The winner was Oppenheimer. I will say this, though. I kept talking about Hans Zimmer with Oppenheimer. Hans Zimmer didn't do that score.
Oh.
That was my assumption because I think he's worked with him in the past. It was Ludwig Göransson who won that. So, and it was a great score.
Well,
it was a great score.
In your defense, Zimmer is probably easier to pronounce than
Ludwig Göransson.
Yeah,
I think you're probably right. Best International Feature Film. Second from the top on the middle column.
Found it.
And your choice?
Society of the Snow. Why I picked that, I don't know.
And it rhymes too. I chose The Zone of Interest. My thinking being that Zone of Interest was also up for Best Picture. So it's like, oh, they'll probably give it Best International Film. And guess what they gave? The Zone of Interest. So I get a 0. Johnny gets an X. And we'll move on to our next award. Best Animated Feature. This one surprised me, but it shouldn't have, probably. Your choice, Johnny?
Robot Dreams.
My choice was Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. The winner was The Boy and the Heron. So that gets an X from both of us.
The thing is, the only one I've heard of in that list was Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
But remember, it doesn't matter what you've seen. It matters what the buzz is. That's what I was judging everything on, the buzz. All right. Next up is Best Original Song.
Got it.
Best Original Song. I have, what was your choice?
I picked Waj's A Song for My People, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh, and that performance, by the way, was very interesting. Even though it stunned a lot of people that were watching the show with me, I thought that the Osage people did a great job on that stage. I chose I'm Just Ken, which was the best number of the night on the Oscar Awards, by the way. It was very impressive. We were both wrong. The winner was What Was I Made For? And we both should have known this because it was written and performed by Billie Eilish and her brother. So put X through that one, Johnny.
Yeah, I did it wrong again. Gotta put my circle around.
Yeah, you cheat. She's trying to cheat, folks. Because this was for $50,000. So whichever one of us got this right.
The difference between me and your average cheater is, yeah, I admit it.
There you go. All right, Best Director.
Okay, first column.
We're getting to the big names now. Best Director. Johnny, your choice?
I went with Martin Scorsese, Killers of the Flower Moon. I know I'm wrong.
And what did I tell you when you said that? There's only one winner in that category, and his name is Christopher Nolan. And Christopher Nolan did win. I got it right.
I got it wrong.
All right. Next up, we have Best Supporting Actress. And Johnny, your choices were?
I got that wrong also. I went with, actress. I may have got it wrong. I went with Emily Blunt of Oppenheimer.
Okay. And I went with Divine Joy Randolph. And Divine Joy Randolph won. She was absolutely stunning in The Holdovers.
I never heard of her.
Not a surprise. Oh, if you saw her, you'd recognize her. She's been around for a while.
When I did see a news clip of her going up to get it, and she takes the award from Jamie Lee Curtis, but then she turns around and is hugging and thanking another young lady.
Yeah, there was somebody she made a movie with. So
she could have at least thanked
really,
Jamie
John
Lee Curtis first.
Really, she did thank her. She may not have hugged her, but she thanked her. She took. Why does it always have to be a conspiracy with you people? Everything's like, oh, she did this because it's not. It just life happens, dude.
Hey, dude, I was probably born under a full bad moon.
Yeah,
I was. I was 11:10 at night. I was born. I was almost the 28th instead of the 27th.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Well, okay.
I wasn't apologizing to you. Next up, we've got where did we leave off? Because now I'm all flustered.
We did director.
We did not. We did best supporting actress.
I know. I was just
best supporting actor.
I would have.
Johnny, your choice.
I really would have liked to have seen Emily Blunt win actress. Lead actor in a leading role.
She will one day, by the way.
I went with Bradley Cooper.
Did you really?
Maestro. Yeah.
Wait a minute. No, you're ahead of the game. Best supporting actor.
Oh, my bad. I went with Robert Downey Jr. and Oppenheimer.
And I went with Robert Downey Jr. and Oppenheimer. And you know why we did? Because so did everybody else. Robert Downey Jr. won that award, gave a great speech. He got up and the first thing he did was thank his horrible childhood and something else that I forgot. But anyway, he was brilliant in Oppenheimer. Absolutely stunning.
Did he thank his publicist?
Most people did. That started out as a joke and went through the rest of the show.
Oh,
one guy said I didn't have a publicist. So yeah, it was pretty funny. Yeah, you didn't watch it, did you?
No, I didn't. And from what I've heard on the different entertainment people on the news, that's a no-no.
What's a no-no?
Thanking your publicist.
Oh, the first guy who won an award, I think, thanked his publicist, and then he joked about it the rest of the night. It was pretty funny because he said, "I know I'm not supposed to thank my publicist, but I want to thank my publicist." All right, so we're up to best actress. Johnny, your choice was
actress leading role. I went with. I know I lost it. I went with Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, so did I. And as I told you last week, the issue that Lily had, because Lily has won a lot of awards for that role, she was absolutely brilliant in that role, but she had two things going against her. One, a lot of Academy members didn't believe she should have been in Best Actress category. They said she should have been in Best Supporting Actress category for the amount of screen time she actually has. And I can see that argument. The second thing she had going against her is that Emma Stone, an A-list actor, gave the bravest performance in history by an A-list actor. And that counts for a lot. So Emma Stone ended up winning that award. I'm sorry Lily didn't, but she won a lot of other awards, so that's good. And she's got a new series coming out very soon on one of the streamers. So we're going to see lots of Lily, and I'm okay with that.
Well, the fact that she was nominated, to me, makes her a A-list actress.
She was nominated opposite Annette Bening. I'm sorry, I crossed these names out. Sandra Holland, Carey Mulligan, and Emma Stone. That's an impressive lineup of talent. So not surprising.
She's A-list.
She's amazing. She's so good in Killers of the Flower Moon. Actor in a leading role. Who'd you pick, Johnny?
I go back to Bradley Cooper of Maestro.
And I chose Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers. We were both wrong. Cillian Murphy won for Oppenheimer.
Which is, I'm happy for him. I've watched Peaky Blinders. He is excellent in Peaky Blinders. And to see him do this and not only play the role, he won the role.
Yeah, he was amazing in that movie. And
he won the Oscar.
There's a lot of other people. It was opposite him as well. I mean, look who we got opposite Cillian. We had Bradley Cooper, Coleman Dominican. I'm sorry, I got to cross the name out. Paul Giamatti, Cillian Murphy, and Jeffrey Wright. That's serious talent there, man.
It is. That's an impressive lineup.
All right, and the final award of the evening was, of course.
Is that the final?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Yes.
We did not do documentary feature.
Yes, we did.
Oh, yeah, we did. We both won that one.
We did. Mm-hmm.
I'm so used to putting an
No,
X.
we both did not. We did not win that one.
It was 20 Days in Maris.
You won that one, you son of a. But I did not.
Well, I got so used to putting an X on the stuff that I didn't. I automatically.
So we all know what won Best Picture. What did you choose, Johnny?
Killers of the Flower Moon. I know.
I chose Oppenheimer, and that was the one that actually won. All right, now Johnny, count the ones you got right.
Okay, hang on just a minute. All right. No. 1, no. No, no, no. 2. No, 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 no. 3, 4, 5.
All right. So I got 52% of them right. And Johnny got 5, you said?
Yeah.
And Johnny got 22%. Johnny was voting from the heart, not from the buzz. I can tell you that right now. And look what it cost him. Everything.
But you know something?
$50,000 was the bet. By the way, if you didn't see the award show, and Johnny did not, it was one of the best. Jimmy Kimmel's amazing on that show.
I'll watch clips of it, I'm sure.
Yeah, and they did a couple of great spots. My favorite was the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito playing off of Michael Keaton out in the audience. They were both talking about being Batman villains and how they tried to kill Batman. And they said, "Where is he, by the way?" And of course, he's in the audience. And Arnold looks at him and goes, "You son of a bitch. How do you show your face here?" It was just good stuff. So, and now they're doing a movie together. Nobody knows what it is, but Danny DeVito and Schwarzenegger are doing another movie.
Well,
not a sequel to the one they did before.
That's what I heard, that it was going to be twins older. Well, not
they say no. They say it's not related to the twins movie. I wanted to see triplets, and that was going to be Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Eddie Murphy. I would have paid to see that movie. That'd have been great.
Michael Keaton
would also be good. All right.
I was going to say something.
Were you?
And I forgot what it's going. Oh, go ahead.
That's what you were going to say?
No, but I wanted to wait to see what you're going to say before I was going to say what I want to say. After all,
just say it.
You are the host.
I'm in control here. I can turn your microphone and camera off. It's like that.
You turned it off.
I didn't. I probably should have. So what?
No, I was just going to mention a movie that I watched yesterday.
Well, we're going to do movie reviews right now. So let's talk. Which movie did you see yesterday?
I saw.
You have 10 minutes, but you don't have 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes left. So
I saw Arthur the King.
That's the one about the dog in medieval times who becomes the one.
No.
Oh, that's just a guess.
It's a movie with Mark Wahlberg.
Yes.
And one thing I will say about Mark Wahlberg, he has come so far since his Marky Mark days. He, in my opinion, is one heck. I'm trying to keep this clean, of an actor.
Yeah, I apologize again for the S which slipped out. Go ahead.
He's one heck of an actor. Producer, I think he may have directed something, but this movie, Arthur the King, is it's based on a true story, and it's about an endurance race of teams that they run down at either Costa Rica or South America, run through jungles, climb mountains, bicycle, rowing. It's almost like, I guess basically you could call it like an Ironman competition, but they call it something different. And
all it says online is an adventure race.
It is. Mark Wahlberg's character is the leader of this group, and it starts out the first race that we see. It starts out.
Remember when I told you we have 10 minutes to do 3 reviews?
Their team is in the lead, and they went the wrong way, and they ended up not finishing. But so 3 years later, he goes to do it again, but this time he's got different people for the team. And they took turns on giving instructions. Okay, we're going to go this way, or we're going to do that, instead of him calling shots all the way. And he feeds at one of the rest stops. He sees this dog who looks like it's hungry, so he gives him a couple of meatballs, because apparently they have these MRE type packs.
Were they spicy meatballs?
Yeah, I don't know, but they have meatballs in them. So he gave the dog some meatballs, and the dog had been starving because they were cutting back and forth between the racing team and what the dog was going through in his whatever town, village, whatever that was. And the dog started following them on their trek, to the point where the dog started leading them on their trek. And it's based on a true story. And if you go see this movie, which I really hope you do, watch the credits, because alongside the closing credits, they show photos of the real guy and his family. And
I like when they do that at the end of a biopic. They show the original people and then the actor next to them or something like that.
So I don't want to spoil anything for you, but I highly recommend you go see this movie. For me, it was a feel good movie.
That's what I've read everywhere. And I read that a couple of reviews said that I shed some tears, and I don't do dog movies because the dogs usually die in the end and I can't stand it. So maybe I'll see. Don't tell me if the dog dies or not. Don't tell anybody that. I don't want to know, but that's why I never watch Marley and Me. There's no way I will ever watch Marley and Me. And two of my favorite people in it, but sorry, I'm not going to watch it.
I haven't watched it either.
It's just I just can't do dog. I watch people die all day long, but I can't watch dogs die.
I think the last dog movie I saw, and I can't remember.
Clifford the Big Red Dog. You know he's not going to die.
No.
John Wick? Yeah, the dog died. But then four movies of revenge, so I'm okay with that.
The one dog, I think the last dog movie I saw, which was a tearjerker, was at the end. Obviously, the dog dies, but it takes place in the 50s or early 60s.
Well, you gave the movie away, so don't tell the title now.
I can't remember what the title is.
Well, of course, that's why you probably should never. Remember what lawyers say, John? Never ask a question you don't know the answer to. Here it translates to never bring something up you don't know what it is, which we do, by the way, pretty much consistently. But that's not the point. I don't do dog movies. I watched two movies too. I watched Damsel and Ricky Snickity. And Damsel is the first one that I watched, and it stars Millie Bobby Brown, who's terrific. You know her from Godzilla and also from Stranger Things. And she plays a princess. Mm-hmm. And she is betrothed to a handsome prince. Her father makes a deal for an arranged marriage because he needs the money. His kingdom's hurting. So they make this marriage. They're going to get some money. And they go to meet her prince. Well, come to find out that, the prince is getting married. He's also getting married to two other people, which she doesn't know about, because there's a dragon that lives beneath the kingdom. And the dragon has a deal with the people that it won't kill all of them and burn the kingdom down as long as it feeds them three royals per year. Well, there's only so many royals to go around, and they don't want to spoil their royals. So they get the prince to marry somebody. They become a royal, and then the dragon eats them. And that's how it all works out.
What's the name of this one again?
This is called Damsel.
Damsel.
So, Millie Bobby Brown, they try to feed her to the dragon, but she's, what is she, 11 or 7 in the Stranger Things?
I don't know.
I don't remember either. But she's tough. She's not going to just take this dragon sitting down. So things start to change because she's in there. Now, this is a fantasy movie. It plays a little bit like a young adult fantasy movie, but the special effects are very good. And the voice of the dragon, which is done by, let me get her name here.
Not Sean Connery.
No. Oh man, I thought I had her name here. Well, I'm going to look it up because she deserves to be noticed. But it also stars Ray Winstone and Angela Bassett. So some big names there. Now I got to find out who the voice is. And I should know her name because you see her in all kinds of television shows. She was in 24 for a while. Voice of Dragon in Damsel is Shora Agadashlu.
Okay.
And trust me, you've seen her before. I'll try to pull up a picture here for Johnny. I'm sorry, folks, I don't have time to show you a picture today, but just Google it, and I promise you will recognize her. There she is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she is the voice of the dragon, and she does a great job. So it's a little bloody, surprisingly bloody for a young adult show, but it's also very entertaining. It's one of those movies that it doesn't hurt anybody. It's just a fun little fantasy that gets a little dark at times, but is actually pretty good. That was Damsel, and that is currently on Netflix, I believe. Netflix. It is Netflix. So recommend Damsel. The other movie I saw this week was Ricky Snickity. Now, Ricky Snickity stars Zac Efron and John Cena, amongst others. It is a story of a group of young boys who, when they get in trouble, when they're kids, they say, "Oh, we didn't do that, Dad. Ricky Snickity did it." Well, Ricky Snickity isn't an imaginary character that they created so that Ricky gets in trouble and they don't. They carry this through their adulthood. So now they're adults, and in this one example, one of the friends is supposed to be having a baby shower for his own baby, but he doesn't want to do that. He wants to go to Atlantic City with his friends. So they say, oh, Ricky Snickity's so sick. We got to go see Ricky Snickity in Atlantic City. And they go. While they're gone, his wife suddenly goes in labor and has the baby. So now they want those friends and their wives want to meet this Ricky Snickity because they've heard so much about him and they've never met him. Well, while they're in Atlantic City, they run into this guy who's doing a rather filthy show where he takes rock and roll, big music hits, and turns them into some kind of mild. No, that's not mild. It's pretty serious porn.
Mm-hmm.
And but he also is an actor, so they hire him to come back and play Ricky Snickity, which he does. So that's John Cena, by the way, who plays Ricky Snickity. Not a great movie. When it began, I was thinking to myself, at first 10 minutes, I'm going, I don't know if I can get through this. It's directed by Peter Farrelly, who won an Oscar for Green Book, who also did movies like Shallow Hal and Something About Mary. So he's got the chops, but this movie feels cheap. It feels chintzy. And I thought, I'm not sure that it's going to work. But then John Cena gets on camera, and John Cena once again steals the movie. His character is one of those guys who's so over the top, so crazy, so oblivious to everything going on, but he's got this huge heart, and he wants people to like him. And so he ingratiates himself into their lives. And at first it doesn't work out, but eventually, of course, it kind of does. So can I recommend Ricky Snickity? Not really. It's just not very good. But if you're a John Cena fan, and I'm a huge John Cena fan, then you need to see Ricky Snickity just for his performance, because he's hysterical. And he had one of the best bits in the Oscars too, where he was supposed to streak across the stage. Jimmy Kimmel was talking about the David Niven streaking experience from years and years ago. And Cena was supposed to streak across the stage at that moment. Instead, he poked his head up and said, Jimmy, I don't want to do this. I've decided I don't want to do this. And Jimmy was like, we thought this all planned out. And John was like, no, I can't do this. And Jimmy goes, well, just give out an award then. So Cena comes out from from out behind the set piece, and he's got the envelope held in front of his crotch, and he's completely and utterly naked otherwise. And he's walking across the stage all carefully holding the envelope. And he stands there for a second, and then he looks over and he goes, Jimmy, can you read the nominees? Because I don't want to move this envelope. It was really funny. And he sounds like a terrific guy. And I love what he's done for his career, because, everybody plays superheroes, but you got to give him a little spin. Jason Momoa gives Aquaman a little immature spin, and it works. John Cena is this superhero, or worse in Peacekeeper, for example, who got this big heart and just wants you to like him. He just wants you to like him, and it seems to work. So
I got to tell you, professional wrestlers who people say that's not a sport. Professional wrestlers who leave the ring and become professional actors. Well, in a sense, they start out as actors.
That's exactly what Tom Spence said on KVTA this week. He goes, you got to remember, these guys are actors already. They're just taking it to another level when they go into the movie.
And
he's not wrong.
Great.
Yeah.
That's almost like
some of them are great. Some of them don't.
That's true. But comparing a comedian who does a dramatic role is great. But when you take a dramatic actor who tries to do a comedian role, it doesn't work so well. As good as the vice versa.
Comedy's hard. There's no two ways about it. And you have to know comedy. There's certain things, especially timing. Everybody says comedy is timing, and they're not wrong. But yeah, it takes a certain breed. De Niro can do comedy. There's a lot of guys who can do comedy. The other way around, comedy into drama, I think, is easier. But I don't.
Robin Williams, very funny man.
One of the funniest men ever lived.
Yeah. But when he started doing a few of the dramatic roles he did, oh my God.
Yeah, he was stunning. Yeah. All right. One more thing before we close out, because I got what?
Got two things.
Okay.
There is a movie showing at our corner theater called Imaginary.
Yes.
And this is a brief little thing. In Imaginary, a young woman returns to her childhood home only to discover that the imaginary friend she left behind is very real and very unhappy she left.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun movie. It's not getting great reviews though.
Well, when I read that, I'm going, Sounds like a retelling of Drop Dead Fred.
Except for the fact that that one's a horror film.
Right.
So that's a big difference. But
I might want to see it because I can relate it to
what's the title again?
Imaginary.
I should have known that. I was surprised that that's coming out the same time that IF is coming out from John Krasinski. 26% on the Rotten Tomatoes score, and just doing so at the box office, which is okay because it's cheap, so they'll make their money back at least some way. The other thing I want to talk about was Curb Your Enthusiasm. On Curb Your Enthusiasm this past week, Susie decided to start making caftans, and she was selling them online. So in true Larry David fashion, he bought, or the company bought, whoever bought it, doesn't really matter, a billboard on Sunset Boulevard. I'm not sure it's Sunset Boulevard, somewhere in Hollywood, advertising Susie's caftans. Now, in the episode, Susie's caftan billboard was big, but her sales were just so-so until somebody came along and painted a very obnoxious body part on the billboard, and then her sales took off. And Larry's all, well, it's because you've got this obnoxious body part on your billboard now. And so the next day they announced this billboard is up in Hollywood. And I thought, I know it's going to happen. I know why Larry David did this. Sure enough, somebody went up there and painted the same obnoxious body part on the actual billboard. And you can actually see that if you drive down to Hollywood and check it out. It's the things that Larry David does. I bow down to you, sir. You are a true master of this.
Do you think it was planned to do that, or it actually was?
I think that they decided, you know what? Let's put up this billboard and see if this actually happens. And of course, they put the thing in people's minds by doing it in the episode. So I don't think it was part of the production that did the graffiti on the billboard. I think it was probably
a real
people who saw the episode or knew what they had to do and did it. So I'll show you the picture off air. I can't show you on this thing. There's not much I can tell you about Curb Your Enthusiasm on here. Johnny, I gotta go because I gotta get I have a doctor's appointment.
I was just going to say, do you remember a movie called Turk 180?
Vaguely, yes. Timothy Hutton.
182, 183.
Yeah, Turk 182.
Yeah. I thought that was a really, really good movie.
Bob Clark directed that. Who directed what else?
Another movie?
Porky's.
Oh, I loved Porky's.
Timothy Hutton, Robert Ulrich, Kim Cattrall, Robert Culp, and Peter Boyle. It's one of the first movies to receive a PG-13 rating. All right, we got to go, folks. I got somewhere to be. Thank you for listening to the Backseat Mogul Show. Thank you for putting up with our false start there. And we will see you all next week. Don't forget to go to The Grape. The Grape is Ventura County's best house of jazz and spirits, the longest bar in Ventura, and also some of the very best cocktails and definitely the best jazz. They also do comedy and magic. This is The Grape. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. Well, the Grape thing is not playing, so I'm just going to tell you about the Grape. It is, I already told you about the Grape. Go visit the Grape. Here's their logo, and we'll see you next week, folks.
Bye.
Johnny forgot to talk about the books.
Oh, hey, by the way, if